do what? Put myself out where? So that people, when they're on their phone, they scroll through their phone and they laugh at me. I must go on what stage to show what? Like, you've got to be insane. You've got to be kidding me. Why should I put my heart and soul out there and I don't even know whether this thing is going to actually work in the first place? And then, worst of all, have my name taken through the mud. Like, did you see that clown trying to do property investment? Did you see that clown trying to be an entrepreneur? Do you think I should actually be out there trying to do the most when there are so many people that will ridicule me for doing that? Welcome to my channel. My name is Genevieve Stafford Jack. Oftentimes, that was the dialogue that went on in my head. I was in the workplace being a software tester for a very long time, having moved up the ladder and really earning a very good salary. And I sat and I wondered if all my side hustles failed. My last side hustle left me 5 million in debt. Now I must go out there, try to do property investment with a bad record and not having any money. People are going to make me a laughing stock. Worse still, I should actually go out there and try and be an entrepreneur. What am I going to teach people if I've fallen flat on my face and I don't even have a success story to tell them? So many times that has gone through my head. But you know, there was one day I was sitting and listening to a podcast. I was trying to motivate myself, get myself encouraged, thinking this world is not really all that I'm going to be, exposed to. Surely there is more to this than what meets the naked eye. You know, that feeling inside? Like, do you know that feeling inside? I want to hear from you down in the comments below. Type yes. So that when I see yes, that I know you know that feeling inside. And I was sitting and listening to this podcast, and this podcast had such fundamental words that shook my world. And as I sat there thinking, oh my days, is this actually what I'm afraid of? No, you've got to be kidding. And I went into denial, thinking, no, it can never be so simple. Simple. That simple? Never that simple. Not me. After all, I'm Braveheart. Do you recognize a dialogue something like that? Where are you currently in the space that you're really wanting to be, right? But versus where you are. And I just think to myself, so many of us are so scared. And I realized the number one thing that stops people from implementation is that they are so afraid of being or feeling or just falling on their face. They are so afraid of sucking big time. They are so afraid of failure that failure immobilizes them. And yet, I've learned over time that I should take my failure, use it as a stepping stone to get ahead. Most people will never achieve mastery because they're so afraid of failing. I recall when I was standing in front of a Toastmasters class and sharing my first project, I was petrified. I've got the words, I've got the personality, I've got the pizzazz, but now to actually formulate a speech that I need to share between 6 and 8 minutes, and I need to articulate my message in front of a group of people that don't even know me from soap. I was so afraid that I even forgot that I've got this pizzazz, I've got this personality that so many people covet. I even forgot I've got this energy that people say, yo, that energy is on. I forgot all about that. And I remember just standing there saying to myself, if I am afraid of sucking today, then I do not belong in a space as a thought leader. And I recall that very first day at Toastmasters, I delivered my speech and I got a standing ovation and I won the speaker for the evening. And I was so much, like, so in tears had I not taken that first step. Because in my world, one of the things I knew that I wanted to be, I knew that I wanted to be a speaker. I knew that I want to influence people's lives positively. I didn't care though whether there was one person, 10 people, 1,000 people, 5,000 people. I didn't care about the number. But all I remembered as a young girl thinking, one life. If I impact one life, then I will be all the more richer for that. And I've been given the platform of social media to express myself. I've been given the platform as an entrepreneur through my failures and then through overcoming my failures, sharing. And I realized time and time again the number one thing that stops people from implementing is that they're so afraid of falling on their face, thinking, what is somebody else going to think of me? Today's video really is just from the heart to say, where you are with what you're doing, you can if you think you can. I've created a playlist right here, and this playlist is really all about mindsets in various avenues in life. And I believe this playlist is just for you.